So congratulations.
Thank you.
First J300 title for Maaya.
Yeah.
And at the age of 15, I think it's a great achievement.
Yeah.
So when she first joined the Rafa Nadal Academy, I think it was about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, it was the end of October.
So what were your first impressions of her?
It was great. The first thing is to see she's a hard worker and she gives her best every single session. So for me, it was the first impact was that I was able to meet her in the tournament in San Sencho before she joined the academy, and I was able to see that she was very polite, educated, and she has great level. But for me, the first impact is the hard worker she is.
So what are the sorts of things that you're working on? Does she continue her academics as well there, and or does she focus most of her time on tennis?
Yeah, the first 3 months she studied on her own, didn't do anything of the academics with us, but she's going to start now in February, around the 10th. She starts with the school, our school. And regarding what we are working on, we have been insisting a lot on her serve, so we changed her technique on the serve, and then to work a lot on the decision making, because she's very powerful, very explosive, but many times she wants to hit harder than she needs or goes for the winner when she shouldn't, and this is why we have been working a little bit more.
In terms of areas of strength, what do you see as her key strengths at the moment?
Yeah, I think being super explosive on her shots, so powerful, she can dominate the point very easily. So for me, that's the big strength she has. Then her mobility around the court. Of course, she moves quite well around the court, which is good for female tennis. And her attitude is wonderful. So for me, these ones are the strongest ones.
Do you think she needs to strengthen her core so that she can reduce the amount of swing on either side?
Yeah, she's a little bit unstable sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
when she hits, she moves a little bit too much the bodies. The swing sometimes be a little bit too big, but just started. She still has a lot of things to work on, and it's a long journey. So just started. So.
Yeah, I mean the explosive stroke play is striking, and I think one of the things I've noticed this time is that she's playing a lot of volleys as well. She's doing quite well at the net. Is that something that you're working on as well?
Yeah, it's part of the decision making. In the end, if you build up, you set up the point, and you can go forward. You go and you close. You saw the last point of the match. The other girl was trying to do lobs, and she stepped in and did a drive volley. Something that we talked on as well. So if you have the chance, go forward. It's good.
So in terms of weaknesses, perhaps the second serve is an area that needs work.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to disagree with that with you. Yesterday you told us about Maaya, and I told her today that I disagree with that, because if you see percentage-wise, she wins a huge amount of second serve points. If you see the percentage with the first serve is super low, and for me that's the big weakness on the serve is the first one, because when it goes in is wonderful, but the percentage you're talking around 40%. So if you see the pros, none of them is on these levels. None of them. So she's all the time with the second serve, or the majority of the time with the second serve, and she has the capacity to win the matches, even playing with second serve. So second serve is good for me. Could be faster, of course, but the quality as well is the first ball. Her first ball is super good, so she can protect and defend herself from being attacked on the second serve.
Excellent. Very interesting. That's totally different from what I thought.
Yeah.
But I'm not the expert. You are. Now, the interesting aspect is that towards the end of the matches, both yesterday and today, I found that even the first serve she was serving quite a bit slower. Perhaps that is part of your technique as well?
It's a little bit, we talked a little bit to percentages in case when the first serve is not going in, but she's not very good, she's not feeling very well on her legs, so she's a little bit limited on the jump. So that influenced as well the power that she was serving at the end. But I think I let her do the playing whatever she wants, because in the end it's her the one playing. But she knows that, my opinion, that if the first serve is not going there, so there's moments better to percentage in with the first serve in and having the first ball to attack than to go and keep all the time with the second serve.
Okay.